Next on the Black and Orange channel, Heart, we do not have a king. Glory sharing's not Trump's thing.
Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. I just wanted to say that on today's episode, I'm just kind of stuck on the, we've got lots of great stuff, lots of great questions from you, but I'm kind of stuck on the Russian intelligence binder, 10 inches thick, that reportedly went missing from the Trump White House during the final days of Trump's presidency. Okay, we'll get there. But anyway, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We've got epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to me, so kind to each other. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed. I do that a lot on YouTube. All right. So I have the Pope Tarot. I don't have any nails on today. I ran out of time, but here we are. Oh, Joe Eliza's asking, is that the kitty, the missus of yesterday's kitty? Sure. Yeah, okay. This is actually, Lois says, I love the Scandinavian costume on the kitty. Oh, I'm glad you like it. There was some debate on the costume, like where it's from, because I think, oh, thank you, Julie. I think some people were going for Ukrainian, and others were saying, no. So I have Ukraine on my mind a little bit this morning, just because, or this afternoon, just because of the Russia thing. Anyway. All right, so let's get down to it. Hello, CC Ryder just slides in and says, howdy. Awesome. Zircon, Eastern Europe? Yeah. Okay. All right, so at 3 minutes, 15 seconds, we're just... I listened. I didn't even have time to read it. I just listened and listened. There's an article at CNN. It's about yay long. I mean, it just goes on for miles about this 10-inch binder. Now, Joe Eliza says, how can they just be realizing this is missing? Cassidy Hutchinson talked about it in her book. I think it wasn't a bigger story because people assumed that the Justice Department or intelligence community rather was on it. And now Cherry Bomb says, almost the length of a CVS receipt. I know, right? But not quite. So for example, pick one. I have so many. All right. This will do it. This will work. Okay. If there is one thing that I have on these shelves, it's binders. Binders full of writing, printables I want to someday offer, printables I use, more writing, more notes, things on writing, just all kind of stuff. I have many binders. This is pretty typical, although this isn't the brand I usually use. The ones I usually use you can slide the paper in, but this one's sitting right there, so I grabbed it. See, right, is it a Russian Intel binder is missing? Lovely. Oh, here's the thing. Oh, Joe Les, I'm not going anywhere. I dress up to hang out with you. So here, okay. This is a 4-inch binder. This has, okay, this is 4. This thing they're talking about is 10. I think. That 10 inches. This thing has to weigh a metric ton. 10 inches. All right, just want to give you some sense of what we're talking about here. And of course, and the reason that they were trying to get more, the reason they even as Biden was being sworn in, Meadows was on his way to some intelligence somewhere to try and get more of the information in the binder redacted or declassified. So Chair Bob says, I think we know what's in Ivana's casket. Seven. Okay, let me just make a note of that. In Ivana's casket. Bit ghoulish, but these are the things we have to look at with this idiot. All right, so let me do a reading on this because it feels like it's a big deal. All right, I'm going to do lots of cards. So Lisa Graham says Cassidy knows and the shadow. The shadow knows. But what's going on with this? Are they going to? Is this going to become a massive problem for Trump and his ilk? Because Meadows was in court this morning trying to get the Georgia case moved to federal court again. I haven't heard what the outcome of that was, if we know, but 10-inch binder. 10-inch binder. What the heck? Joe Eliza says that and some gold bars. 10-inch binder on Russian intelligence. Trump said he wanted this information because to clear himself of the Russia investigation stuff. But apparently this binder had U.S. intelligence on Russian agents, etc., etc. Tell me about the stuff in the binder. Are we talking about is this going to get Trump and his ilk in trouble? Has Trump just squirreled this away, or did he hand over chunks of it to Vladimir? Judgment. The last time this binder was seen was by Cassidy Hutchinson, where she said she saw Meadows with it. She saw Meadows walk out with the binder. Meadows people are saying absolutely not, and people better be very careful what they're saying about Mark Meadows knows, he knows exactly how to protect our national secret. At some point, these people are going to realize that we aren't stupid. Just throwing that out there. Okay, card for the reading. Judgment. Yeah. Center of the reading. Where's the thing? We're hearing this from a page. Not, she wasn't an actual page in the White House, but this is not a queen. This is not. But this is, yeah. Okay, in the past, Fool. Well, hello. Oh, sorry, hang on. Joe Eliza says search warrant for Meadows. Well, that's assuming that he would still have it. Sorry. That's assuming he would still have it. And you didn't hand it over to the Orange Menace. All right, hanging over this reading. Okay, well, we're seeing this, and we're going to see, it feels like we're going to see more of this. This is the energy that it feels like it's kind of sinking down, which is, yeah, we're going to hear more about this. We will see more. They'll be on the defensive. Okay. The base of the reading. Whew, big worry. This sun, this feels very, very hot. Very blinding. Lots of worry. This could get them into bigger trouble than maybe even we even think. Home environment. Ace of Swords. Where's the information? Where and we need some truth here. We need some action. Oh, Merrick Garland. Calling Merrick Garland. All right. Home environment. Hopes and fears. Yeah, that Trump exchanged this stuff for whatever with Russia. Ugh. What other people see? Meadows and Trump and his ilk doing whatever they want and getting away with it, at least thus far. And the challenge, waiting for the ship to come in. Who? Oh, boy. This is related to what are you going to get for it? That's infuriating. All right, near future 1 and 2. 1, 2. A legal decision about all the information, because it's a lot of information. I mean, there are single sheets of paper that are classified that even having them in your possession would be, I mean, apparently this 10-inch binder, this information wasn't supposed to be outside of a skiff ever. And the last time it was seen was at Trump's White House, inside Trump's White House. All right, so there will be some legal decisions. Final outcome. Ace of Cups. Eight of Swords. King of Cups. Yeah, this felt like Biden's DOJ. They are going, yeah, okay, they're gonna okay, this is gonna become a legal matter. And it looks like Biden's DOJ is going to be all over it, and the intelligence agencies. All right, let me see what else I can do, because this, geez, why does this feel like I need another overloaded Celtic? This just feels like it's a deal. Zircon says there's so much to tackle. Yes. Lisa Graham says 4 years of espionage. Sweet mercy. Yes. Joe Eliza says House said Trump was still hiding stuff we haven't found yet. Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. Whew. No, there's more here. There's more. There's more. There's more. There's more. No, there's more. Maybe not a full overloaded. I'll just do a regular Celtic cross. Ish. Couple of extra cards. Trump's victory in the past, 2 of Cups. Yeah, why are we only hearing about this now? Julie Heiners says Meadows or someone in the White House was supposed to be redacting this binder to declassify it so Trump could release it, but it didn't get done. Carl EFX says years have gone by. Why hasn't a boom been lowered on this? I know. All right. Meadows. They were trying to declassify it. Isn't that process? It was living in Meadows' safe. And apparently there was like a safe within a safe. Some people, I just moved from the article. People started calling it the turducken safe. A safe inside a safe inside, yeah. But Meadows walking around with this thing. And apparently at one point he asked Cassidy Hutchinson for it, and she said, it's in your safe. And he said, why is it in my safe? You're not supposed to let it out of your sight. It should be in a drawer in your desk. How secure is that? Heather is asking, how many people have seen this info at this point? Yeah, we need to ask about if it's gotten back to Vlad. But we'll get there. Above, below. Yeah, this is national security. Bigly, big time. Yeah. I mean, my gosh, can you imagine back when there was a USSR? If something like this had happened? Can you imagine when the Red Scare was going on? Okay, so no environment. Yeah, this just feels absolutely blinding. I don't know if they're interrogating people. It's the old-fashioned interrogating people, or what. But this is just blinding light in the home environment. What other people see? Yeah, some people are in big trouble. And the challenge, where is it? And with all the different pieces, were they spread out? Near future, star. Everybody's going back to Cassie Hutchinson saying, okay, sorry, can we revisit this? Final outcome. Now again, Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, this is the same card I got for the last final outcome. This is the same card I got for the last final outcome. And this, instead of Joe Biden, King of Cups, this is the Queen of Swords. These are prosecutors. These are investigators and prosecutors. Of the 3 cards I shuffled, I laid everything out, and 2 of the 3 cards are the same. Betty Cantrell says it's treason. Yeah. Cosmic Goat Lady says heads would roll. Yeah, back in the day. Woo. All right, so the next question needs to be at 2020. And trust me, there are a lot of questions today. 2020, did this information get back to Russia / Putin? Save. Hello, Selma. So did it get back to Russia? King of Swords. Six of Cups. Seven of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Strength. Knight of Pentacles. Cherry Mom says, "You're darn Putin, it did." Oh, I love jokes like that. Please, just bring all those kind of jokes you want. Okay, this is how things used to be, and this is some people on serious defense for this and this. This feels like old-fashioned spycraft, national security. But here in the middle, the Five of Pentacles, this is out in the cold. This is Republicans feeling out in the cold, and this is a Knight of Pentacles. So is this shopping the information? Or is it Trump squirreling it away? Valley Sergeant says, "OMG, I'm driving. I pulled over to just yell. Oh my gosh." Glad you're staying safe. Heather's asking, did anyone check the Mar-a-Lago cameras for a special steak dinner and documents auction? Yeah. CC Ryder says, from September 2023, Meadows scrambled to get binder containing highly classified documents related to the FBI's Crossfire hurricane. She was shocked. Meadows gave classified docs to two RW media people. Russia, is that Russia, like Russia Weekly or something? And she and Cassidy Hutchinson? I'm not quite sure the details. Raymond Pascal says, I wonder if MAGA, when they're watching Indiana Jones, I wonder if they root for the Nazis. Yes, we did not see that coming. Karen B says the raw intel has probably been destroyed as it leads to human intelligence sources. This is alarming in and of itself. Right wing, Betty Cantrell says. Okay, so released it to right wing media. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Learn Reiki Philadelphia. Thank you. CC Ryder, she Cassidy from her book, RW's right wing. Okay, thank you. Jim Dave says Meadows is a traitor. Yeah, they all are. So Cassidy Hutchinson, she was just, I'm sorry, she was a naive idiot. Thank heaven she's doing the right thing. She's come to her senses, but how she could just stand by while all of this happened all the way along and just be like, oh, okay. What? Oh, the truth is coming out. Why does this feels like it's going to snowball? It's going to get bigger. Emperor, Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords. Trump and his ilk, those supporters of him, because he's the king of, Trump is the king of wands. The queens would be the supporters of him that are leaders. And then this would be aggressive law enforcement. So, but did it get to Russia? Did it get to Russia? Trump the man. Queen of Cups. And don't forget, Jared Kushner wanted a direct line to Russia that the U.S. intelligence community couldn't listen in on. Don't forget, even Kislyak, the Russian ambassador, was like, no, yet. Even he was shocked when Kushner said that's what he wanted. Kushner wanted a direct line from the Russian embassy in the U.S. back to Russia, that Trump and his ilk could communicate directly with Russia without U.S. intelligence listening in. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Okay, I'm not getting a flat out Putin. I'm not getting, but to say that there was danger in what they were doing, in it walking around. Apparently, said Binder, they made copies of this thing and handed it out across their allies in Congress. Across. And then when the White House lawyers said, "Are you kidding me? It's not redacted enough," they had to go back out and get copies from all of these people that they had given out. So there are all kinds of people who had access to this thing for a chunk of time. Heather, I agree that one request alone should have disqualified Jared from entering DC, let alone the White House. Yes. Yes. Oh, who just said that? That DLC says, who's to say Jared didn't find a way to implement that back channel? Oh, this is bad. Okay, so the next question would be at 28:30. See, I've been avoiding reading on. I kind of avoid reading on Ivana's casket a lot because without proof, I mean, I know it seems odd how heavy the casket was, but without proof, it just seems kind of ghoulish to me. But there just reaches a point where, jeez. Formosa says burner phones and satellite lines. Yeah. Exactly, Heather. So Ivana's casket. And apparently she's not in there. She was cremated. And my understanding is her ashes, that Ivanka has her ashes, or they might have been split up between 2 or 3 of the kids. CC Ryder says, how many copies of that Crossfire Hurricane binder did Mark make? Where are all the copies? Pat asked Hutchinson. How many of them have been distributed? Well, the other thing Cassidy Hutchinson said is she doesn't know that Meadows would know how to make copies, and she didn't make copies. So who made the copies? Who did he hand this thing off to go make copies? And why didn't he give it to his assistant? Hierophant, okay. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Chariot, Eight of Wands. Interesting that I'm reading on a casket, which I still think this is kind of ghoulish. So it would make sense card for the reading. Sorry. One day I won't hit the microphone by accident. Alas, it is not this day. Sorry. So this is the card for the reading, which is kind of my view on it, which is it's a mausoleum. It's a mausoleums, cemeteries. You just show respect. You just, even if you don't like the person's children or ex-husband or whatever, you show some respect. I wasn't raised in a tree, But then you get the card for the reading. So I would expect it to be, what would you expect? Judgment? You'd expect Queen of Pentacles. All right, that's Ivana. She was, Joe Eliza says, it's not you if you don't hit the mic. I'm trying to get better. Yeah, Four of Swords, Heather, that would be a good one. But this is Queen of Pentacles. This is Ivana. She had a house in Monte Carlo, I believe, multi-million-dollar house there. She had the house with the treacherous stairs where she died. She kept the money going. Cosmic Goat Lady says 45 isn't showing respect. Well, I know, but anyway. Six of Wands. Remember when Ivana called herself the real First Lady? This is the Dynasty. Here's a Chariot. Here's an Eight of Wands. So this was her life. Okay. Why would I get now if I got this is weird, because if I got these two together about someone who had passed on, I'd be like, yeah, Charon, and you pass away and you cross the river Styx, and that kind of stuff, symbolically, even if that's not your religion, it's just symbolically. But why have I got the card of the right wing throwing mud and spaghetti and anything they can? Joe Eliza says it's a cache, not a casket. Cherry Bomb's asking, do we need an entertainment-only YouTube? Well, for entertainment-only YouTube, thank you. This is the question. For the longest time, all I got from Ivana, for what it's worth, because these are my spiritual beliefs, it just felt like she was just very focused on her grandkids. Makes sense. Cosmic Goat Lady says chariot could be transport. Ivana's casket and the binder full of Russians. Heather is asking 8 of Wands, speedy right-wing attacks. Well, that's usually what that means. Nine of Wands. Whew, they're on the defensive now. The people involved with this by Meadows, if it can be linked directly to Trump, which it will be, they're bigly scared. Really? Usually nothing sticks to these people, but it feels like bigly scared. Hermit. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Page of Wands. 5 of Swords. Again, that's this is either Cassidy Hutchinson herself, and this is an insider type thing. I am really digging into, as you know, I'm not one of those. If I just get a strong feeling one way or the other, I will tell you. But sometimes I'm trying to dig down or see. This is the Scorpio. Just trying to dig. Aggressive law enforcement. Insult to injury. Isolation. You know how Trump says when he gets back in office, drill, baby, drill? I wonder if there's going to be some dig, baby, dig. Which I believe legally is really, really difficult. Because my understanding is it's nearly impossible is what I heard. But Bell Book and Candle, hey, it's been a minute. It says she left everything to the grandkids, but yeah. Thank you, Amy. CC Ryder says puzzling why all these news reports today on the missing binder don't reference all of the articles from Cassidy's book in September. Sounds like same story, but apparently unredacted docs are missing. It sounds like a lot of unredacted docs are missing. And who got a 10-inch binder of potentially super classified information into their office and didn't start making copies when they said no, we need that back? Maybe. Chat Wadsworth's asking, is Ivana's grave being watched? I've never even thought to ask that. See, this is why I hang out with you. 39 minutes in. Is Ivana's grave being watched? Well, we know it's not from the Trump side. They don't even always get it mowed, let alone watched. Oh, Bobby Bellinger. There's no easy way to that. Some of them are AI, some of them are pieces from different public domain images. So usually what you see here, you can't, because even if I use public domain stuff, I mess with it. So usually the images you see here, you won't see anywhere else. So anyway, Froxy Roxy says, don't tell me it's about getting evidence when there's so much already. All right, is Ivana's grave being watched by... Oh, they know Trump's a crook. They know it's a con. Judgment, Seven of Cups, Emperor. There's somebody in national security who just looked at this whole situation, has no illusions about Trump, and saw the, what we're talking about. It just seemed heavy. The casket seemed heavy. There were an awful lot of people, but there's talk that she's not even in there. Why would they bury some of the ashes in this super heavy casket when actually Ivanka has a lot of the ashes and all of this? There's somebody in the intelligence agencies that's like clear-eyed. This is all a con. What's absolutely clear-eyed judgment about the emperor's lies, the con. For what it's worth. CC Ryder says, according to Snopes, there's no evidence Ivana was cremated. A baseless conspiracy theory that held she was cremated and that a casket supposedly for her was instead filled with classified documents. Unfounded. I believe that. Okay, fair enough. Heather says, happy to hear that. Someone isn't underestimating the goons. Hello, High Priestess. See, I was asking about Ivana. Was she cremated or not? All right. Understandable. For once, it's literal because we know. Bless. Pray for everybody who has crossed over that the divine will fill them. Divine energy will fill them. That's good for everybody. Traveling, especially under darkness of night. Communications. Bags of stuff. You know me, I don't like conspiracy theories. I know, I read tarot cards on YouTube, but I'm really not. The world itself is almost always really kind of dull, and that's okay. But this is hanky. For what it's worth. All right. Lisa says cards may be saying wire fraud. It could be all kinds of stuff. All right. Oh, Gina's place. Thank you. Joe Eliza says, well, if it is Ivana's grave, why are they not maintaining it? Exactly. Apparently those pictures came out and somebody sent over the lawn care people and it was mowed. I don't know what state it's in now. But if it's a golf course, isn't kind of taking care of the greens, isn't that the grass, the trees, the taking care of the landscaping, all of that, isn't that kind of what they do? I like I said, I don't like conspiracy theories, but boy, this feels hanky. And I have said all along, we've not heard the last of things Trump did wrong. There's more. And I still think there's more. Oh yeah. We'll find out more. There's more. Whew, boy. All right. 4440. I just want to do a quick check on this one. I was a little concerned. Apparently, when Judge and Goron, we're going to switch. Thank you, Joe. When Judge and Goron came up with the first ruling about Trump org and said it was going to be dissolved and all of this stuff. And we were like, yes. Well, there are arguments being made that he may not have the power to do that. But how long has it been? It's been an 11-week trial. And the articles, I mean, I read a lot of news, and I'm just now seeing articles of people saying, well, he may not be able to do that. And why wouldn't he? This is... CC Ryder said, oh, has there been a subpoena for right-wing media figures Molly Hemingway and John Solomon? What did you do with the Crossfire Hurricane documents? Are you saying there should be or there is? I'm assuming that means there is. Whew. Anyway, Judd and Goron, can he order Griftco to be dismantled and for it to stick? But what Trump did, I mean, they're very, everybody can be a Monday morning quarterback, is what that feels like. I've got a theft card. This is a card of the thief. I've got 3 cards here, and 33% of the reading is a thief card. I've got being on the defensive in the middle, specifically Trump being on the defensive because it's wands. And then I've got a hanged man. Does that mean that the order will be suspended? Possibly, but the other cards are not saying that at all. DLC says that sounds like right-wing talking points because every lawyer I've seen says yes. And it was on Raw Story, and they're usually pretty fair, but mistakes can be made. Oh, wait, hang on. Elflower and Stars is asking, can a former president become a vice president? I believe so. Lisa says the judge has done many RICO cases before. Yeah. Betty Cantrell says, I think the hanged man was 45. Yeah, his business, Griftco being suspended, him being suspended, and he's lost this case. You've lost. Legal truth against the full and aggressive law enforcement, and there's more to come. Yeah, what I'm getting is, yeah, he can. That's what I'm getting. Oh, thank you, Corina. Thank you. All right. Well, goodness gracious. Let me make sure I cover because I spent so much time talking. I want to make sure I get some key questions covered. At 49 minutes. There was talk this morning on MSNBC and in other places. They were talking about how, hey, if it turns out like what it looks like, that Biden has nothing to hide, the Republicans spending this much time and energy on an fruitless impeachment investigation is a Christmas gift to Biden's chances of re-election and whatnot. Lucas Storm says that the judge has experience. He wouldn't put up that ruling if he couldn't. I hear you. Anyway, yes, Michelle L. is asking, might the hangman pertain to Griftco, as in all company business being suspended? Yes, that's what it felt like. And I hope you're doing well, Michelle. Hang in there. All right, so Glenn was asking specifically, does the House Impeachment Committee House Impeachment Investigation Committee have some sort of hidden smoking gun evidence that against Biden that could damage him? I think we know the answer, but let me ask. I'm going to guess no. Three of Wands. They're looking. They want their ship to come in. Maybe something will come along, something bad in it. Sun, all kinds of scrutiny, throwing everything they have at it. And Seven of Pentacles. Oh yeah, they've got bags and bags and bags of what? What's in there? Stuffing? You can't see. In this deck, it's not the guy standing by the plant with the pentacles you can see. This is just bags that have a drawing on the front that say, this is this. Raymond de Pascal suggests air. Two of Pentacles. Very shaky, very so shaky ground. Lots of screeching tires, noise to try to draw attention away from the fact that their candidate for the presidency has, I'm sorry, is that 91 charges against him? Magician. Oh, and they're trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. No, they're not. No, they got nothing. That's what I'm getting. Clem, is it Cadiddle Hopper? I like that. Clem said bags of humiliation. Yes. Yes. Oh, Cherry Bomb says, I can't wait to see how they deal with this falling apart. I know, right? All right. Let's see. There's a lot of information here about Comer 53. We should just check in on this. All right, settle in because I've got a paragraph to read to you. A new report claims Representative James Comer, Republican from Kentucky, has engaged in some of the same questionable business tactics he has accused President Biden of conducting. Yes, we've heard about this. He and his brother. Surprise. Will Comer face losing his office as well? Quote, the Kentucky Republican, who's leading the impeachment inquiry into the president, co-owns 6 acres of land with a longtime campaign contributor. He transferred ownership of that property that he bought in 2015 to Farm Team Properties, a shell company he co-owns with his wife that has exploded in value. Farm Team Properties functions in an opaque way, masking his stake in the land that he co-owns with the donor from being revealed on his financial disclosure forms. So is Comer going to get exposed properly? Flower One Star says they're saying foreign money fraud. About this, I don't know what topic you're on. I'm sorry. Hanged Man. Yeah, is projection much? 6 of Wands. Oh yeah, going after Biden. This is going to be our winning thing. Yeah. Somebody's looking at the plan. This is it. This is how we're gonna win. We're gonna win. No, you're not. No, you're not. But the money, the plan, the money. What'd you do over there? There's more scrutiny of his situation in future. And as far as what they're trying to do now, what Comer's trying to do now, oh, we're gonna be great. Did you see how annoyed he got with the press who were insisting that he doesn't have anything? Go ahead. Talk about a Christmas present for Biden. This is not going to work out well for you, but are you going to have, I mean, considering the insider trading that's already going on in Congress and all the other stuff they get away with, I'm not exactly thinking, absolutely, yes, Comer's going to be held accountable. He should be. It's not going to end well for him. I don't know if it's going to be about this. It might just be about the impeachment garbage. And I agree, Roxy Comer's gross. Yeah. Hermit, he's isolated. Biden is vindicated. And this is how you will be seen by future generations, Comer. Just lying his rear end off over and over and over, and it's not going to work. You will go down in history as the liar you are. So, all right. Oh boy. Now, I hadn't heard this. A little international question. 5720. According to Le Monde, millions of Russians were ordered to turn in their passports to authorities. Man, hello, lucky girl. Oh, man. Is this just about mobilizing conscripts? Are they becoming more like North Korea, isolating their citizens from easy travel? Because we know, Mary Smith says, yes, true, happened a few days ago. Because we know that after Putin started drafting people, a lot of young men just scattered across the borders. And my understanding is in Russia, they have lost, is this right? This doesn't even seem like it could be a figure, but it could very well could be. The Russians have lost over 315,000 soldiers since the beginning of the Ukraine war. Is that? That's heinous. It's heinous that Putin would do that. For what? For what? Putin's sense of glory? Oh, thank you, Roxy. Thank you. Heather says, I've seen even higher numbers quoted. Oh, man. Cassie DeLass is over 300,000. Oh, man. Jane Weininger. Thank you for the calendar. I was going to send you a little thank you note. Thank you. I've got right here. I've got the GIF. I'm going to be taping it in the back of the calendar. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. He's trying. Putin is planning more. He's not. Gosh, maybe this was a bad idea. No, this is. Anna says, I'm hearing a new wave of conscription. That's what this feels like. 362,000 as of yesterday. Oh my gosh. Whew. Mary Smith says, no one in, no one out. This is bad. Julie Heiners is asking, is Putin still living? I've heard he isn't. New wave of conscription, though. Anna suggested that's what that feels like. World. 10 of Swords. High Priestess. Oh, okay. This is ugly. This is ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. This has to stop. This has to stop. Whoa, okay. Okay. Whew. Gina's Place asking, is it Putin or someone else behind the scenes? It feels like Putin. Glenna Miles says, Putin said he won't give up until he gets what he wants. I believe him. Okay. 101 15. How is this going to end? Specifically, this Putin side of it. I don't know, Jill Eliza. Why would someone do that to their people or what's left of them? Because he is an absolute psychopath. Absolute psychopath. When I read it, I've always read on him. For a long time, I didn't. I'd be like, if there's questions about him, I'm not reading on him. Because he has the energy of a serial killer. I'm just asking, is it him? Someone else? How's it gonna end? This cannot go on. I mean, it is so monstrous. This is me just saying this can't go on. This can't go on. This can't. Fool. Strength. King of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Star. 10 of Wands. Oh, Russia is going to be suffering from this. Okay, here's the thing. Ukraine is in the right. And even if Congress somehow managed to not send more money or not send more stuff to Ukraine, because it's a Lend-Lease program, they're going to pay it back. But anyway, he will send advisors. He will do everything. Biden will do everything in his power to help. Even if it's just a little amount of money. It's Biden's got your back, Zelensky, and the Ukrainian people. Yes, absolutely. It's going to take Russia a long time to recover from this, but this star. I have a feeling about this card, but I don't want to say anything until I've got some confirmation that this is what I think it is. Yes, Putin is coming up for re-election in March. Like he'll allow any real opposition. 5 of Wands. 8 of Cups, King of Cups, Sun. Biden's still going to be supporting. If Russia keeps losing, Biden keeps winning, it becomes more and more obvious. I will say this. Entertainment only, YouTube. Entertainment only. Joe Eliza says even China's distancing itself from Russia now. What this feels like is, you know that expression about if you hit your head hard, you'll see stars? That's what that feels like for Putin. Okay. Anyway, oh, lucky girl. Oh, no. Think about you and your kitty with her kidney issues. Now your poor dog. Hug, sweetie. Oh, bless. Bless, bless, bless. Bless. We all love you, lucky girl. You are so wonderful. And we're praying for you and sending you such good energy. Clem, I don't want to go into any details, but I mean, heck, it could be. Oh no. I'm sorry, lucky girl. The thing about Putin, it could also be, let's say, live by the fifth floor window. Anyway, all right. Well, I hope that all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. That is going to do it for me. I've been on for 106. That's funny. All right, so it is 1:10 p.m. here in Chicago. Oh, thank you, Lois. Thank you. It makes a big difference. Thank you. All right, so that's going to do it for me for today, but I am literally here 365 days of the year. Next year, I'll be here 366 days of the year. I have been here every single day since April. There was an emergency in April of 2020, so I wasn't on for a few days. Other than that, I've actually been other than that little piece. I've actually been on every single day since the day after Christmas 2019. So say what you want, but I'm here anyway. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, because I will be back here tomorrow. All right. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There are. I know it can seem like there aren't sometimes, but Zircon says perfect attendance award. I've never had a job where when I needed to leave, my bosses did not want me to stay. I'm happy to say I got very lucky in that sense too. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thank you.